The White House, the iconic residence and principal workplace of the President of the United States, has been a symbol of American democracy and freedom for over 2 centuries. But behind its imposing facade and stately corridors, a different kind of history comes alive, a history that's shrouded in mystery, intrigue, and downright terror. For generations, the White House has been the epicenter of paranormal activity, with countless reports of ghostly apparitions, unexplained occurrences, and supernatural events that have left even the most skeptical of minds bewildered and fascinated. From the eerie whispers of former First Ladies to the ghostly apparitions of deceased presidents, the White House has become a hotbed of paranormal activity, earning its reputation as one of the most haunted houses in the world. As we delve into the realm of the scary ghosts of the White House, it's essential to understand the historical context that has contributed to this phenomenon. The White House, designed by Irish-born architect James Hoban, was constructed between 1792 and 1800, with the first president, John Adams, and his wife Abigail, being the first residents of the executive mansion. Over the years, the White House has witnessed some of the most pivotal moments in American history, from the War of 1812, when British troops set fire to the building, to the Civil War, when Abraham Lincoln walked its halls, grappling with the weight of a nation torn apart. Each of these events has left an indelible mark on the White House, imbuing its walls with the emotions, the struggles, and the tragedies of the people who lived and worked there. As the years went by, the White House became a magnet for paranormal activity, with reports of ghostly apparitions, strange noises, and unexplained events flooding in from staff members, guests, and even the presidents themselves. One of the earliest recorded ghost sightings dates back to the 1800s, when the ghost of Abigail Adams was seen by several staff members, wandering the corridors of the White House, searching for something or someone. This sighting was soon followed by reports of the ghost of Thomas Jefferson, who was said to haunt the Yellow Oval Room, where he would often sit and read. These early sightings set the stage for a long history of paranormal activity, with each successive generation of White House residents and staff members contributing to the rich tapestry of ghostly encounters. One of the most significant factors contributing to the paranormal activity in the White House is the sheer number of people who have lived and died within its walls. From the early days of the Republic to the present, the White House has been home to countless individuals, each with their own unique story, struggles, and tragedies. The weight of these collective experiences has created a veritable vortex of emotional energy, which has, in turn, given rise to the plethora of ghostly apparitions and supernatural events that have become synonymous with the White House. The fact that many of these individuals died under tragic or untimely circumstances has only added to the emotional intensity of the White House, creating a hotbed of paranormal activity that continues to fascinate and terrify people to this day. As we explore the scary ghosts of the White House, it's essential to examine the role of the presidents themselves, many of whom have reported experiencing paranormal activity during their time in office. One of the most famous examples is that of Abraham Lincoln, who was known to have held seances in the White House, in an attempt to contact the spirit of his deceased son, Willie. Lincoln's fascination with the supernatural was well documented, and his experiences in the White House only served to deepen his understanding of the mysteries that lay beyond the veil of the living. Another president who reported experiencing paranormal activity was Theodore Roosevelt, who claimed to have seen the ghost of a young girl in the White House, which he believed to be the spirit of a child who had died in the building many years earlier. The role of the First Lady should not be underestimated either, as many of them have played a significant part in the paranormal history of the White House. From the ghost of Dolly Madison, who was said to haunt the Rose Garden, to the spirit of Jacqueline Kennedy, who was believed to have been seen walking the corridors of the White House, the First Ladies have left their mark on the building, imbuing it with their own unique energy and presence. The fact that many of these women lived through times of great turmoil and tragedy, including wars, assassinations, and personal losses, has only added to the emotional intensity of the White House, creating a rich tapestry of ghostly encounters that continue to captivate and intrigue us to this day. As we continue to explore the scary ghosts of the White House, it's essential to examine the various locations within the building that have been associated with paranormal activity. From the eerie basement, where the ghost of a young boy is said to roam, to the haunted attic, where the spirit of a former White House employee is believed to reside. Each room and corridor has its own unique history and character, contributing to the overall sense of foreboding and unease that pervades the building. The East Room, with its grand chandeliers and sweeping staircases, has been the site of countless ghostly apparitions, including the spirit of a young woman in a white gown, who is believed to be the ghost of a former First Lady. The Lincoln Bedroom, where Abraham Lincoln himself once slept, has been the site of numerous paranormal occurrences, including reports of strange noises, unexplained movements, and ghostly apparitions. Despite the many advances in technology and our understanding of the natural world, the White House remains a place of mystery and intrigue, where the boundaries between the living and the dead are constantly blurred. As we delve deeper into the world of the scary ghosts of the White House, we begin to realize that the truth behind these paranormal occurrences is far more complex and multifaceted than we could have ever imagined. From the role of psychic energy and emotional residue to the impact of historical events and cultural traditions, the White House has become a veritable laboratory for the study of the paranormal, offering us a unique glimpse into the unknown and the unseen. As we conclude this first part of our journey into the scary ghosts of the White House, we are left with more questions than answers. What lies behind the eerie whispers and unexplained occurrences that have become synonymous with the White House? Are these ghostly apparitions the result of a collective imagination, fueled by the stresses and pressures of life in the public eye, or do they represent something far more profound and significant? As we prepare to embark on the next stage of our journey, we are confronted with a tantalizing clue, a hint of a long-forgotten secret that has been hidden in the depths of the White House for centuries. It's a secret that has the potential to upend everything we thought we knew about the White House and its ghostly inhabitants, a secret that will take us deep into the heart of the building, where the living and the dead coexist in a world of mystery and terror. And it's a secret that begins with a single, chilling phrase, etched into the walls of the White House, a phrase that has been hidden in plain sight for generations, waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to confront the scary ghosts of the White House. The phrase is, "They are always with us." But who are they, and what do they want? The answer, much like the ghosts themselves, remains shrouded in mystery, waiting to be uncovered in the next installment of our journey into the heart of the scary ghosts of the White House. As we continue our journey through the haunted halls of the White House, we find ourselves delving deeper into the mysteries and legends that have captivated the imagination of Americans for centuries. In our previous installment, we explored the early history of the White House, from its construction to the eerie encounters of the Lincoln era. Now, we'll examine the final developments, revealed secrets, and the lasting impact of these ghostly encounters on the nation's capital. As the 20th century progressed, the White House continued to be a hotbed of paranormal activity. The Roosevelt family, who occupied the White House from 1933 to 1945, reported numerous ghostly encounters. Eleanor Roosevelt, in particular, was known to have had several experiences with the supernatural. She claimed to have seen the ghost of Abraham Lincoln on multiple occasions, often in the Oval Office or the Lincoln Bedroom. According to Eleanor, Lincoln's ghost would appear to her during times of great stress or uncertainty, offering words of comfort and guidance. The Truman administration, which followed the Roosevelt era, also experienced its fair share of paranormal activity. President Harry Truman was known to have been skeptical of the supernatural, but even he couldn't deny the strange occurrences that took place during his tenure. Truman's daughter, Margaret, reported seeing the ghost of a young boy, believed to be the spirit of a child who had died in the White House during the 19th century. The ghost, known as the White House Boy, was said to be a mischievous spirit who would play tricks on the White House staff and cause all sorts of trouble. The 1960s and 1970s saw a significant increase in reported ghost sightings at the White House. The Kennedy family, who occupied the White House from 1961 to 1963, reported several encounters with the supernatural. Jacqueline Kennedy, in particular, was known to have been fascinated by the paranormal and would often hold seances and ghost hunts in the White House. The Kennedy children, Caroline and John Jr., also reported seeing ghosts, including the ghost of a young girl who was believed to be the spirit of a child who had died in the White House during the 19th century. The Nixon administration, which followed the Kennedy era, was also marked by numerous reports of paranormal activity. President Richard Nixon was known to have been interested in the supernatural, and his wife, Pat, was said to have been a believer in the occult. The Nixons reported several ghost sightings, including the ghost of Abraham Lincoln, who was said to have appeared to them in the Oval Office. The Nixon staff also reported strange occurrences, including unexplained noises, doors opening and closing on their own, and objects moving by themselves. The Reagan era, which spanned from 1981 to 1989, saw a significant increase in reported ghost sightings at the White House. President Ronald Reagan and his wife, Nancy, were both known to be interested in the supernatural, and they reported several encounters with ghosts. The Reagans claimed to have seen the ghost of Abraham Lincoln on multiple occasions, as well as the ghost of a young girl who was believed to be the spirit of a child who had died in the White House during the 19th century. The Clinton administration, which followed the Reagan era, also reported several ghost sightings. President Bill Clinton and his wife, Hillary, claimed to have seen the ghost of Thomas Jefferson, who was said to have appeared to them in the Oval Office. The Clintons also reported strange occurrences, including unexplained noises and objects moving by themselves. In recent years, the White House has continued to be a hotbed of paranormal activity. The Obama administration, which spanned from 2009 to 2017, reported several ghost sightings, including the ghost of Abraham Lincoln and the ghost of a young boy who was believed to be the spirit of a child who had died in the White House during the 19th century. The Trump administration, which followed the Obama era, also reported several ghost sightings, including the ghost of Andrew Jackson, who was said to have appeared to President Trump in the Oval Office. As we conclude our journey through the haunted halls of the White House, it's clear that the paranormal activity that has taken place within its walls has had a lasting impact on the nation's capital. The ghostly encounters that have occurred at the White House have not only captivated the imagination of Americans but have also played a significant role in shaping the country's history. The legacy of the White House ghosts can be seen in the many stories, legends, and myths that have been passed down through the years. From the ghost of Abraham Lincoln to the ghost of the White House boy, these supernatural entities have become an integral part of American folklore. They have been the subject of countless books, articles, and films, and have continued to fascinate audiences around the world. But the impact of the White House ghosts goes beyond mere entertainment. They have also played a significant role in shaping the country's history, influencing the decisions and actions of presidents and their staff. The ghost of Abraham Lincoln, for example, is said to have appeared to President Roosevelt during World War II, offering words of comfort and guidance during a time of great uncertainty. The ghost of Thomas Jefferson is said to have appeared to President Clinton, offering advice on matters of state and diplomacy. As we look to the future, it's clear that the White House will continue to be a place of mystery and intrigue. The paranormal activity that has taken place within its walls will continue to captivate the imagination of Americans, and will remain an integral part of the country's history and folklore. Whether or not you believe in ghosts, it's impossible to deny the significance of the White House and the role it has played in shaping the country's history. As we conclude this documentary series, we hope that you've enjoyed this journey through the haunted halls of the White House. We've explored the early history of the White House, from its construction to the eerie encounters of the Lincoln era. We've examined the final developments, revealed secrets, and the lasting impact of these ghostly encounters on the nation's capital. And we've seen how the paranormal activity that has taken place within the White House has continued to shape the country's history and folklore. If you've enjoyed this series, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more documentaries and series on the paranormal and the supernatural. We have a wide range of content available, from ghost hunts and haunted history to supernatural mysteries and unexplained phenomena. And if you have any suggestions or ideas for future documentaries or series, be sure to let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and we'll catch you on the flip side. And who knows, maybe one day you'll find yourself walking the haunted halls of the White House, experiencing the paranormal activity for yourself. Until then, keep exploring, keep seeking, and keep pushing the boundaries of what we know and understand. The truth is out there, and we'll keep searching for it, one documentary at a time. As we fade to black, we leave you with a final thought. The White House is more than just a building, it's a symbol of American history and democracy. And the ghosts that haunt its halls are a reminder of the many secrets and mysteries that lie within its walls. So the next time you're walking through the streets of Washington, D.C., take a moment to glance up at the White House, and wonder what secrets and mysteries lie within. The ghosts of the White House are waiting, and they'll continue to haunt the halls of power for generations to come. And so, our journey through the haunted halls of the White House comes to an end. We hope you've enjoyed this epic conclusion, and we look forward to bringing you more documentaries and series in the future. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the unknown. The paranormal is out there, and we'll keep searching for it, one documentary at a time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content, and we'll catch you on the flip side.